All right, now check my sound. Check me out. Check me out. Yeah. Testing. I'm gonna let her check my audio and then I shall begin. Now the table lighten up like heavenly glow. I don't know what's going on.
I can hear.
You can? Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. All right. Thank you for joining me. This is Shanda Baby Tara. And I am doing a reading on what's up with Dozy Don. He is telling us that he wants to release those files. We won't name which files because we might get flagged, but he wants to release those files. You know, he didn't want to release those files. You know, he fought it with tooth and nail, but essentially now he's ready to lay it all out on the line, according to Mr. Dozy Don. All right. In the middle of the reading, what we have here, we pulled out some cards here. We have a fox. Okay. Let me move these and then I'll put them up to the thing. We got a fox here, which came out in the middle of the reading. And then to the side, we got a crossroad. Okay. Then we got some mice, which like to eat and dwindle things and destroy things. And then on the sides, we had children and clouds. Okay. So the child card is self-explanatory because of the issue about these files that we are speaking of contains little people. Okay, we'll just say it like that, but not those little people on A&E and TLC and all that, but the other little people, you know, in our lives that are our daughters and sons, those type of little people. All right. I want to be kind of careful about what I say. So I will be referring to, you know, as the little people. All right. So we got the little people here, and we got a fox, which is in the middle of the little people, and trying to fool you, putting the clouds over your eyes about these little people. All right. And it's a fox, and the fox is coming to a crossroad because he is deteriorating. Okay, his image is deteriorating. He's probably deteriorating, and just like Midas Touch will say, he's rotting in front of our eyes. Okay, that's what the mice do. Little by little, they nitpick and take away what your options are. And these are his options. He's coming to some type of crossroad, and some of his options are being just totally derailed by MTG. And if you could go back to my reading in which I was talking about the shutdown, I mentioned that I heard that MTG allegedly and not MTG, Mega Mike Grinder, him, the Grinder Man, and Dozy Don were speaking. And they were saying that they were going to have a challenging time with a female. And I picked up on that female as being MTG. And lo and behold, this week it has exploded that MTG is now his enemy number one. You know, he don't like her no more. She was his ride and his die and his die and his ride. Now he just wants the DIE side up, you know. MTG making threats towards her. So he wants to keep this a secret because he wants to cloud out the children and what we're doing here. But in the middle of the reading, you have the fox. But then on side of that, I pull some more cards. I'll show them to you because I don't have the proper computer that kind of show all the cards and what's going on here. So I'll just have to show this what I can from here. On top of the fox, we've got the living room, and we've got a main character woman. He wants to make sure, okay, because I started this reading prior, but I didn't have, it wasn't, look at Grace talking about he riding in front of us. Let me see. He is deteriorating as we speak. This is Midas Touch words. Oh Lord, Midas Touch. I love Midas Touch. But anyway, I had did this reading, but I wasn't. I didn't have the proper recording, so I had to come back and do it again. And what we have here is the tree, the coffin, and the snake. There is some attempt to say, I am not your boy anymore. Okay. We got past connection, personal growth. This is somebody who's been in your life a while, for several decades. You know, that nasty man, nasty Steen. Okay. Nasty Steen was in his life. He was his boy. He rode and he died for him, and all of that. But then something come to an end with him, and then this is snake. This is some desire, seduction, deception. There is a deception that there is a plan to hide the beginning of his relationship with Nasty Steen. He wants these documents to be manipulated in a way that it does not show the beginning of their relationship, of him and Nasty Steen. There is a beginning of him and Nasty Steen's relationship that is within some files somewhere, allegedly. And this shows a nasty beginning with the little people. It is clear as day that the little people is what brought he and Nasty Steen together. So he wants that ripped from the metadata. He wants that ripped from, they have so many different terabytes, okay? And I was getting this as I was recording, well, I thought I was recording, but then I couldn't record, that it is going to be seen because this terabyte of information has been documented in other administrations before then. Whoa, what J has been documented before, okay? So I feel like this new information that he's going to try to give, that is scrubbed and chopped up and screwed, chopped and screwed. That's what we got going on here. If you are, a native of Texas, you'll understand what chopped and screwed is. All right. It's a music rap form where we take a rap song and we put something here, slow it down, and it sounds like he wants to tell a new chopped and screwed story. That's what he wants to give to somebody. Okay, but these are made up items. Some of these things are real, but they have these terabytes that are misplaced. And I am not a person who is, can tell you all about computers or anything like that. But I feel like these terabytes have metadata, and that metadata has some type of number attached to it from previous administrations where you have had a real FBI that is not it's kind of hard to say. Well, you've had an FBI that is doing some form of investigating and documentation, allegedly. And so once these chopped and screwed things are presented, there's a defect. We have a mice here, and it's like it's a defect in these documents. You said you were going to give us all of them. There are some of them. There are things that are missing, timestamps that are missing, dates that are missing, and we're not truly understanding. But this is all in the attempt to fool your lying eyes about the beginning of that Nasty Steen and Dozy Don's relationship. Okay. They only going to make it as to when you're going to see an ending of the relationship or some type of documents that show that they're not talking anymore or some kind of beef or some shit like that is what they're trying to do, allegedly, so that they can manipulate this relationship that was there. Okay. Let's see. They want to show a whip, a ship, and a man. That Donald Trump was maybe a friend of his for 2 hot seconds, and then he moved away from him. And this is the false narrative that they want to produce. It's all about movement. And we got Stark. And that's also change, transition, and moon. Moon is a deception. They want to deceive you on when he was ending his relationship with this man. And they're trying to scrub the messages. You see? And on the top, after messages, we've got secrets. Okay? There are some secrets and secret messages that somebody does not want people to see, and is in regard to a woman in a difficult situation, allegedly. There are tapes of some lady in a difficult position, and we have living room, and we have main character, which is a woman. Okay. And on top of that is the fox. Someone's trying to fool you that there was not a woman in the living room. And living room means a private space, feeling comfortable and intimacy. There is some intimacy going on in a home. He does not want, allegedly, it to be known that he was in that home and that he was doing something that was intimate with a woman. And it was very difficult to watch and very difficult for the small people on the tapes. All right, let's see. This is a video filled with talking, bear talking, aggressive talk. All right, nasty, aggressive talk with little people. All right, this is something which happened in a house. Anchor, we've got a house and we got support. This happened in the Nasty Steen house, allegedly. And it is a video. It is documented. Not only is the video documented, allegedly, there are also emails that are attached to this particular event. And these are the emails that they either want to scrub, hold back, put as much black, when you get that paper, as much black spaces as you'll never know what happened. They'll have black spaces with 2 or 3 papers will just have blackness. Okay, and you're not even able to get a context clue from what exactly these documents are. Okay, let's see what we can do here. What's the crossroad he's coming at? Crossroad. The crossroad he's coming at is a meeting. There has been a meeting that has taken place, and they have been searching out their options. Okay, this is Dozy Don and company. They are all there to discuss, and Grinder Mike is there too. Grinder Mike is there at the meeting. Okay, here's the meeting. They're having it. They're trying to see what the crossroads they're coming to, trying to see what they can do to mitigate this terrible moment that they are destined to have. And it feels like this is a moment that is destined. If it's not destined for the official channels, such as I'll go and I will get these from the Senate, I will get these from the House. Maybe that doesn't happen all the way or give us enough information. There will be leakers. There will be information coming out that is disturbing, okay? And it may not come from these official channels. Let's see. See about this meeting and the crossroad. We got work and occupation. That is a labor of love, drudgery, employment, or hobby. They're going to have to work at this. And there are certain people in certain positions that they are going to have to contact so that they can get this so said operation done and underway. Let's see. They want it to look like a good outcome, okay? This is love, friendship, positive outcome. They want to be perceived. Remember, because there is a fox at the center of this reading. This is all conjecture. They want you to believe that they're working together and working in congruence with each other. Dozy Don and company and all of the other Republican rebels. All right, they working together to concoct this thing, and they're going to need people from different particular what you would say departments to enlist in this situation. Cover the cover up is what I heard, allegedly. Cover the cover up. Let's see what this mice is. What's eating mice? What's eating this mice? Oh, it's a rich girl in court officials. There is a rich girl here. And this is court officials, lawyer, judges, disagreements. This stuff has been documented. And that is the problem. If you destroy it, there are still legal things and legal documents attached that you will have to explain. Like, why is this here with the rich girl? Why are the court officials here with the rich girls, but then the court officials are not here with the other rich girls? We're having a problem here in connecting. There are things which belongs in the files which are not there, and everyone knew that they were there. Oh, this is about, oh Lord, this is the dwindling, defect, and destruction of who? This is the rich girl who is doing court activity along with prison. I wonder, could this be Jelly Gisela? We're going to call her Gisela. Jelly Gisela. Jelly Gisela is a part of this, and some of her documents or some of her emails are located. This is the rich girl who made all of her money by destroying the lives of little people. And she's currently locked up in the pen. All right, we got the pen card that came out. Court officials, some documents. Something is not jiving, something is not working. Let's see, clouds. What is they trying to make blurry? What are they trying to make blurry? We got clouds, we got great fortune, and we got win lots of money. This is heavily influenced by finances. They're trying to make the finances between Dozy Don and all the other group disappear, because there's more to this than just more than assaulting little people. They are making a great fortune on assaulting great little people, okay? And they're winning lots of money, and it's lots of money being exchanged. If you follow the money, you can follow them all. That is what I've been told. And that is what they want to hide. They want to hide some type of financial connections that Dozy Don has to a Nasty Steen, and her Nasty Steen has to all of these corrupt individuals. All right. And for purposes of spirit is saying, all of the people that are in these files, they are not Democrats. Some don't care about Democrats, some don't care about Republicans, and some ain't independent. Some of these are just nasty individuals with too much money and too much time, and they mind is an idle devil's workplace. All right, let's do the child card. Oh Lord, it's almost time for my appointment. All right. There's a child that is there. All right. And on top of the child is the good lady with high honor but gloomy thoughts. This appears to be, allegedly, something that has something to do with Jennifer Dufresne. I know I'm probably mispronouncing her name horribly, but this has something to do with her. I'm not sure. Uh, they've been saying she said nothing happened, and the book said she had nothing happen. I really don't know. It feels to me like something really did happen, allegedly, but then she might just be covering for there are many different reasons people don't speak out, and they don't want to say something about particular people, but we leave that there because that is something to do with the good lady in high honor, but the one with gloomy thoughts. Okay, she had gloomy thoughts, sadness, depression, mental illness. That is what is here. This is something that will happen if you are a little person and someone is assaulting little people. Okay, they tend to have issues like is warranted that they could have. Let's see. And on top of that, child is also a child card. So this definitely tells you that the thing he is trying to fool you about is that he is not having any financial relationships with Nasty Steen, and he is not having any type of activity with a main character in a living room doing some type of intimacy. And they're going to make it sure and clear that he ended his relationship, and they're going to make it sure and clear to scrub the beginning of the relationship. Within the key of the relationship, it is the son. It is something to be revealed. And after the sun, the card is the tree. There is a relationship. There are deeper tentacles. And this whole entire file contains the deeper things. But they will try to cloud it out. Oh, I see you, Grace. They will try to cloud out the star of this video in the living room with this main character woman. They don't want you to know that. They want to pull back from that. All right. This is a stark, a ring, and a cross. The situation which the Republic Buglins find themselves in is a no-win situation. So they're going to have to link up with each other in this bad time, the cross, suffering, negative, physical and money problems, and they having issues, and they trying to move on from this. And the only way to do that is to cause conflict and to make everything look like it's all beautiful and great. We have your lilies there. And they come into a crossroad with this conflict. And all they can do is put lipstick on pigs. They're trying to move away from the moon, the ship in the moon, and all the deception and all the murkiness. And here we go. Fox is in the house. Grinder has a lot to do with this. Grinder Mike has a lot to do with this. This is the fox that is in the house. And it is this: bad omen, warning, hidden threat, deception, betrayal, revenge, slander. Keep the grass cut low. They're trying to make it look like they are friends and everything is going on beautiful, but it's difficult. We got the bouquet and the mountain. It is difficult. I know. All right, let's see. Anything else? Please go sit down. Anything else we need to know? Go sit down. Anything else we need to know about this particular situation, or why we got Dozy Don? Put 2 out. And then I'm going to put 2 from that. What is Dozy Don up to? He don't want to put out too much. This is the sun in the barrel. This is ulterior cards. He don't want to put out much. We got the rich gentleman. Young good Lord, illness. This situation is going to send this man into an early grave. That's allegedly. All right. Illness or short illness, bed, sleep, sickness, temporary problems for the rich gentleman who is Dozy Don. Some type of illness is going to take effect with Dozy Don. When you do things like this, feel a demonized activity, it seems to seep into the body and cause from spiritual dysfunction, then they will be physical dysfunction. Let's see. He's getting carried away with his emotions. He was on the day, his voice was going out, and he said because he was screaming at people, unhinged, allegedly. Slow and steady, he's going mad. Slow, he's rotting in front of our eyes. His emotional being is rotting in front of our eyes. Midas touch there. Says that. Let's see. He don't want to wait. He want to take some type of action. He's like, I got to get this out ahead of this before it blows my diaper off, allegedly. So that's what he's up to. I got, hold on, it's 5:53. Let's see. He's working hard. There he is, the man, working hard to please this person, please this person. They're working hard to please him, scrub those files and get it together for him. All right, let's see. But the law is always watching, huh? Oh, I'm finna get off in a minute. The law is always watching. To me, this is the badge. All right. I know we've got a cross-eyed fool that is the FBI allegedly, but also there are people within the FBI allegedly, according to my spirit, that are also watching these proceedings, watching these documents being scrubbed. They are there off in the background. The FBI has always been watching from the beginning to the front, but they have not done anything other than put Nasty Steen in jail, but not for long. We still have the Nasty Steen's friend, Jelly Jizzling. She's still there having a great time with puppies, and it's going swimming for her in jail. Okay, it's going swimming for her. But there are some other law officers that are watching, good ones. Everybody in the FBI is not good, allegedly. And that's just what spirit tells me. But there are some people there who are watching and waiting, allegedly, and watching all of these proceedings. All right, let's see. This is someone playing music and the devil. He's dancing. He's going to be on TV dancing like the cobra when you play the flute. He's trying to mesmerize people. You don't see any little people. You don't see me being a perv. I'm just regular Dozy Don, not the pervert. And then you're going to get the Republican Blubberkins saying, yes, I want to just, release everything. And they had it in the meeting there. Over there in the card, we already seen they meeting. So they seen they meeting, and they ready to scrub some files. They ready to cover the cover up. Okay? That's what they up to. The devil been up to the same thing he been up to in every other administration and every other investigation. The devil is there. All right? Let's see what time it is. 5:56. Two more. This is the hand of the criminal. This is what this card is in the Lateria. This is the hand of the low down, dirty demon. The one who like to touch small people. The one who like to accost the people in dressing rooms. The one who's got 36 felony convictions and never served one day in jail. Not one. Is gonna be seen. This nasty hand that he did nasty things with will be revealed. According to me and my spirit, this is only allegedly. They will be revealed. The hand of the nasty man. Thank you for being here. I am Shan the baby. Please like, share, and subscribe, and come back as much as you want. Please, I do $30 readings, tarot card readings. It's always in the description, just how you text and see your date and time. Thank you. Bye-bye. What is that? Dang. What they putting in the closet? All right. Let me see. It's saying save. Look at it. I know it ain't gonna do this.
Finish with the hat. God dang it.
Hold on, let me end it.
Jesus, now I just gotta sew it.